How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Minecraft Dinosaurs video. Today, I was just doing some stuff. Initially, what I was doing was looking for another tar pit because this one back here, it is completely drained. I did check on it. So I was trying to look for another one because I wanted more tar fossils, but I couldn't find any. So I stumbled in a cave and I got some stuff. I got one biofossil and 13 shale fossils. Hopefully we can get something cool from the shale fossils. So yeah, we're probably going to start heading back at this point, but that's just, a little fill-in of what I've been doing. Of course, every time I try to leave, I come across another cave and I'm like, I should go in it. Here I am in a cave again. So I don't know. That's just, oh no. Fossil. Yeah, hopefully we can get something pretty. Now we got 3 fossils. Okay, so look at all those fossils. Oh my gosh, we might die. Look at all those. Oh, there's a ton of fossils in here. I am so glad that I decided to check it out. Plant fossil, regular bone, biofossil, plant fossil, skull. A skull can give me fossils. Because I can trade it with Alan. There are not a lot of fossils in here, like actual biofossils. Oh, we got Protoceratops tailbone. Maybe we can get another Protoceratops. Something's shooting at me. 6 of them. Sweet. Okay, and then we're getting into this area. Any fossils I'd find over here would be shale fossils, and there's still like a lot of really cool. Oh wait, no, I was down here before. I went in one huge circle. Never mind, because ow, because yeah, there is a mine shaft down there that I was in. We're just gonna go. We're gonna get out of here. Actually, realistically, I need to get some of this. I need to get some of this deep slate because I want to finish the Carboniferous area, and I like the way that the deep slate looks, and I want to use it. So I'm gonna mine that for a little bit, and then I'll see you back at the base, unless I die, in which case you'll see the clip of me dying. Let's hope that's not foreshadowing. Well, hey, Willie, look at that. I didn't die. I'm alive. Oh, Maurice. How you doing, Maurice? You're all grown up. What's up, Alan? Yeah, so here's what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to analyze all this. That's the first thing we're going to do. When I left, I was cooking up an Arthropleura. Yes, okay, so we have some Arthropleura eggs. We're going to place those down so that our Arthropleura can have a buddy. I've also been trying to cook up some of the stone so I can work on more enclosures. Now let's get analyzing. So only 6 fossils and 13 shale fossils, so hopefully we can get something from that. It's kind of unlikely. I should be able to trade skull blocks with Alan. Yeah, I can get an emerald for that. Only one of them. And 1 emerald gets me a biofossil. So 1 more biofossil. Yay. Oops. Oh, are we going to get a Sarcosuchus? That'd be cool. Ooh, Triceratops. Hey, we had a Triceratops on like one of the previous playthroughs. Like the first time I ever played this game, this mod. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. All right. We'll see what else we get. Let's go ahead and put down the Arthropleura. I want at least 2 of them in there. I think 2 is like a decent number of Arthropleuras to have. And by the way, Arthropleura's been loving their new logs, so they were a very good inclusion. And they can't get struck by lightning in here, which is overall good. Yay! Okay, so yes, 2 Arthropleuras. Okay, so we're only getting Oh, and I found a scarab gem, by the way. Which was my first time finding it. I know that I should be able to make a sword with it. I don't know how. I should also make stuff like this. It's pretty easy to make. Like tethered logs and stuff. That's for a diamond fillet knife. Ooh. That's for like the dinosaurs, like enrichment items. Ooh. Aquatic scarab gem. That's cool. So I can like a scarab. Oh, so I need like a diamond. Okay. I would assume that's the shovel. Did I miss the sword? No, there's the sword. So I need a diamond sword and the scarab gem. Okay, I can do that because I do have diamonds and I haven't done anything with them yet, which I think now's as good a time as any to do that. Get that going. I'll also make a diamond pickaxe so I can start gathering obsidian and stuff and doing some of like the normal Minecraft stuff that one typically does. Cool. So I would like a sword and then we'll rock the scarab sword for a while. Sweet. That completely replaces my iron sword, basically, so I will go ahead and put those up. Sweet, look at that. That's awesome. I remember seeing Poet with this all the time with a scarab sword. Poet plays. I'm sure that many of you do know of him. Edaphosaurus. Wallosaurus and Lonchodamus. Okay, we're doing Edaphosaurus. Edaphosaurus is a very cool little, I say little, but very cool synapsid. Awesome. Okay. All right, we're doing that. We're going to sleep because the rain's annoying, but we're going to do that. So, where's a good place to put Edaphosaurus? How's my plesiosaur doing, by the way? I always have to check because I always get so nervous with it because I don't want it to die. Where'd it go? Where is it? Ooh, there it is. It was right underneath me. All right, so plesiosaur is still doing good. Stegosaurus and the dodo are doing good. And Protoceratops. Oh, right, I have the Protoceratops tail. Let's analyze that and see if we get more Protoceratops DNA, because I could put a second one in there. Come on, Protoceratops DNA. Oh, bone. Okay. Unfortunate. Excuse me, Alan. Whoops. Well, by the way, what else are you? Not much. Okay, I should probably start analyzing some plant fossils, too. They're kind of building up. So I could just let that go off in the background. Get some, some old fossil plants and the relic scraps as well. There's just a lot of stuff I need to focus on. I can't analyze a skull, can I? I probably can. I'm just not gonna because I could trade it with Alan. Again, it's very valuable for me to keep that. Okay, Edaphosaurus. Where is Edaphosaurus going to go? That is our question right now. So we got the Protoceratops up there. Or sorry, the Pachyrhinosaurus. Maybe I could put like a Edaphosaurus like right here. Maybe it could be another in the wall enclosures. That'll also give me a lot of materials. But because it was like similar to our Protoceratops here, it would like simulate a warmer environment. I think we'll do that. Got to give it a lot of space, you know. I'm thinking we'll go this far for now. We can always expand it if need be. So this will be the Edaphosaurus enclosure. There'll be something maybe it'll be closer to right here. Nah, it'll be up there. We'll have something right here. We'll have a little wall right there with a window that you could look into. And then there's even going to be like a section over here that'll have a glass window so that it can kind of like hang out in the sunlight if need be. But we'll expand it the larger it gets. But the reason why I wanted to look indoors, similar to the Arthropleura and the Protoceratops, is because it seems like you're kind of like simulating its environment. Some animals, I feel like we would want to make them look like their enclosures are specifically specialized for them. So I need to get the proper materials. I need to get more sand for both glass and for sand purposes. So we're going to do that real quick. Let's get it done. Okay, I have my sand and I have a dream. Let's make this dream happen. Oh, geez, why did that run up to me like that? Why would it do that? That spooked me. Oh, it's because it's got a backpack. Holy moly, it just like sprinted up to me. Why would it do that? Come on, I backed up. Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Kind of looking like this. The plan with this is this will all be a window, but it kind of angles back over there again because that like gives some extra space for them to like maybe hang out under here, get some extra sunlight, and then they'll have areas back there to hang out too. And I can expand it in the future if need be, but I think this is a pretty reasonable size right now. So sweet, and we should have a decent amount of glass cooked up. So I think I can go and grab that. I need to put in an iron door as well. And yeah, we should be good from that point on. We can hatch our Edaphosaurus. So exciting. Edaphosaurus egg. Happy days indeed. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of glass. So sweet, I can get that down. And then I can also do this to make it into connecting glass, which overall looks better. Then hopefully I'll have some left over to kind of finish up the other areas that need the connecting glass. Shaboom, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 do, 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 do. Awesome. Nice. So we got a nice enclosure there. Let me see. I should be able to. Before I hatch our beautiful little Edaphosaurus, I'm going to do this. This has been bugging me, I'll tell you what. Man, so much better. I could see through everything. I could see everything basically. We'll do the floor too. Awesome, man. Everything looks so connected and clean. All right, let's get our... Oh, shoot, I forgot. Iron door. Oh, and I need to get more of that. That's right. I forgot what I was even doing before I got attacked by the creeper. Gosh, I am so all over the place today. I want to put at least one little tree in here. And I need to find a desert at some point because we're like I'm gonna need some like desert vegetation or something like that just to kind of make everything look a little bit more detailed enclosures like this. Sweet, I quite like it. And then Edaphosaurus, and then light for the Edaphosaurus, and then Dinopedia. Warm. Oh, it's hatching. There it is. Oh, I love the reduced sail. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Edaphosaurus is it's a synapsid, much like Dimetrodon, which means it's not a reptile. It's not a mammal either, but they are far more closely related to mammals than they are to reptiles, for example. And they do have a sail, much like Dimetrodon did. And these guys actually likely got hunted by Dimetrodon. But they were herbivorous, whereas, of course, Dimetrodon was a carnivorous synapsid. I'm so excited to see that, though. It's been a while since I've seen the way that it looks in this game. So I'm really, really hyped to see how this turns out. So far, I love the way that it looks as a wee little Bobby. And it likes its enclosure, I think. Did I do a good job, little friend? I hope so. So sweet. I don't think we're gonna end the episode. I don't think we're gonna end the episode there because I want to keep playing. So I need to figure something else out to do. But that's a nice little enclosure. I like the curve of the window or the glass. I think that looks pretty nice overall. But what else should I do? What should I focus on now? Ooh. So we've got quite a few things. Fossilized Sericnia, Osmunda, all kinds of fossilized plants. Okay, so I could probably start working on those too. We can get some fossil plants and like as decoration in a lot of these places. I probably won't place another creature. What we can do, I think I'm out of food, so I think I need to figure that out. What we can do after I empty my inventory is work more on the Pachyrhinosaurus enclosure because I want that to be looking all nice. Ooh, now you are officially grown. You are way bigger than you were before. Nice colors too. Very nice colors, and I love the blue on the chin. Maurice is doing just okay. Well, better than okay, I'm sure. Ooh, you are getting bigger, aren't you? It's very precious. It's very precious. Might be big enough for us to let into the rest of the enclosure. Now, I don't like the way that this enclosure looks. I think I said that last time, maybe. So what I need to do is try to figure out how to make this enclosure look ultimately better. I don't know how to do that yet. I have added these fences in. And this will be an opening right here. There will be glass right here where you can look into its enclosure. But currently I don't really know what to do to, make it so that this can look a little bit nicer. I'm thinking maybe some fence posts, this being made up of mostly fence posts instead of just a solid wooden block. Like, I mean, it'll add some more depth to the enclosure at the very least, which overall I think is preferable. So maybe I could prioritize doing that. Oh, it's tree grew. Sweet. But yeah, maybe I could prioritize doing that. So maybe that'll be our focus. Also, as I mentioned last time, I do want to put a staircase here to make it a little bit of a quicker area to get up. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, but I have the basic idea planned out. It'll start right here, and it'll go up, just straight up there. And it should be like a quicker way to get up there as opposed to the other method I have going on. Oh, sleep, little precious child. You have a big day tomorrow, I think. Now, the only place on this enclosure that I think will be closed off is this area right here, because the idea is that it's meant to mostly be a building. A building that simply just has like an area in which you can view into it. So we'll keep that closed off, but the rest of it, we could start here. Oh, Chicka Jockey! It's the meme. Oh my gosh, freaking grass. Ouch. And this is the basic idea that I'm getting. I want like pillars to act as support, and then the rest could look like mesh or something. But I'm like kind of, oh no. I'm kind of, oh my, I broke something. My feet. I broke my shoes, but oh my gosh, bro. This is why you sleep before you decide to do building stuff. Let's see how this looks. Already I can tell you that I like this way more than just a solid wall. We'll put, and then to make it look like it's all built on something, we'll put some spruce wood down here. There we go. That's like the first wall. Yeah, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, obviously, but I think that looks leagues better than what I had before. This will be the building. Oh, look who's awake. How'd you sleep? Yeah, that'll look so much better when it's complete throughout the whole thing. And obviously the whole thing will be like even, which is obviously preferable. Now, I don't think I have enough to do the whole thing, but we can get as much done as we can. Here's going to be the annoying part, though, that I just realized, that I didn't really like make everything level, and I probably should have. So what I'm probably going to do is try to fill in with dirt to try to make everything as level as possible. Like, we'll do that practically everywhere that needs it. I could even do like little hills that go down. That way I don't have to fill the whole thing in, and it can just look like a little valley. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's how I'm going to fix that little conundrum. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. I do think I have some dirt. Yeah, I have quite a bit of dirt, so we can do that. I'm going to try to get all of this done before she's big enough to be released into the rest of her enclosure. So yeah, everything needs to be basically, this needs to be the base level. So I just need to fill in here, and that shouldn't be really too hard to do, especially if I made it all look like a hill. So yeah, let's just get going, which is what I'm already doing. Try to do some terraforming here and there. That way it looks a little bit more natural. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. And again, that's the base right there. And then we'll starting from here, we'll fill it all in like that. So the same thing needs to apply for the rest of the enclosure. Over here, it seems like it's all looking pretty good because again, we're following this, like this area right here. We can get rid of some hills like this, following here, here, and then it'll be this level right here, which means that this probably needs to be torn down a little bit. Ooh, and that needs to be filled in a lot, like this. This will be a pretty decent sized hill. And given how big and expansive this enclosure is, I'll probably put some more critters in here, like maybe a couple of Pachyrhinosaurs as well as some other, maybe even the Gallimimus. The Gallimimus, it feels like they would love to hang out with the Pachyrhinosaurus. That'd be a pretty cool mix enclosure because I do have Gallimimus DNA, so that'd be I think that'd be a pretty decent choice. Sweet, now it's definitely like a little bowl, and then it moves over here, right, and then yeah, and then there's gonna be like a bit of a hill that allows, or like a ramp, I guess, that allows the animals to enter this little building. Yeah, I'm telling you, that looks so much better. I think I'm gonna start like designing my enclosures more like this. I think that's overall a better path to take. Because I don't think anybody else liked my wooden, like completely solid walls. I know I didn't like them. I never really liked them. I never had the time to make proper enclosures though, but now I certainly do have more time, so might as well, try to figure something nice out. And then this is also going to have a roof on it, because again, this is kind of where they sleep, I suppose. Trying to incorporate some lore to the overall place. Okay. Nice. Everything is going according to plan. Let's get some light in here too. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Oops. Already it just adds so much more character to the whole build. Look at that light just streaking through just coming through the trees. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. This enclosure is going to look a lot better. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, so I'm thinking for like a lot of the herbivorous animals, I think this is what we might do. Obviously, there's still going to be a lot of enclosures that are simply just kind of indoors. But for some of these larger animals, I think the outdoors is what is necessary, like the sauropods, for example. But like the relatively small ones, like the Protoceratops and the Edaphosaurus and all that, I think that we can definitely use the indoor enclosures. But, my Pachyrhinosaurus needs a little bit more space. All right, this is what we have so far. We got all of this wall, all of that wall, all of this wall. It's just one wall left. We're 3/4 of the way done. I have only 3 fence posts left, which means I need to craft some more. But since we're so close, I figured we might as well finish it up today, and then we'll let her free. And there's a skeleton up there. But let's do it. And there she is, the completed enclosure. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good if I do say so myself. And then again, they can walk in through here. Oh, you are getting big, man. You have grown a lot since the time I first came over here. Yes, be free. So there's going to be a door in which they can enter and exit. There we go. Got the indoor section right here. Sometimes the animals might be up here, so you might be able to see them. And then the outdoor section where she is already taken to the enclosure. Oh, it looks so much better. Yeah, this looks leagues better. This actually looks like a really like a real designed enclosure. I like it. I like it. So yeah, once again we have another very successful episode for the books. I am completely out of food, which is always fun. This has been fun. It's been a really fun playthrough so far. Like, I've been really enjoying it this time around. Thank you everybody who watches it. You know, I've said it many times before, but this is definitely like my least. It doesn't like this series doesn't perform that great compared to other like my other videos. But I love doing it, and there's a lot of people who really do love it, which is one of the reasons why I keep wanting to do it, even though it's not like a ton of people. But there are still people who like it, and I really like it. I have a lot of fun with it. I'm of course incredibly nostalgic for this mod. It's a great mod. You know, the developers did amazing work with this mod, and I've been having so much fun with it. I don't know what else to say. So basically what I want to say is thank you everybody who still watches this. I really do appreciate it. And don't you just love this new Edaphosaurus? Isn't that just precious? But I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Once again, we got a lot done. There's still a lot that needs to be done. I still can't take care of that up there. That's still annoying. The floating remainder of a tree. But there's like we need to continue on with the this little Paleozoic section. Oh wait, where's that one? Where's our big one? There's the new one. Where's the big one? Don't tell me they can't live with each other. Can I only have one Arthropleura? I wouldn't think they would go after each other. And it didn't notify me that one had died. Maximum population, 15. Where's my fully grown one? I didn't get any notification that it died or anything. That is so weird. What could have happened to it? That kind of bums me out, and I'm kind of worried that maybe it drowned. I don't know. We'll keep this one in here for now. We'll see what happens. I didn't get any notification that one had died. That's a little sad. That's quite sad. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it just simply got out or something. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. Okay, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it did die, but maybe you don't get, like, notifications for fellas like that. And if it did die, the best culprit would have to be the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill up the water. We're just not going to have it here. Just to be on the safe side. Just so that we don't potentially lose this one. I'm pretty sad about that. I'll keep these up because they do still kind of fit that style. But I guess no water. So yeah, hopefully we get to keep this one. That's really unfortunate. I really wonder what happened. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Again, it was a very successful episode. That Pachyrhinosaurus enclosure is leagues better than it was a few days ago. Plus the Edaphosaurus. So very good things all around. You know, very, very good things all around. So again, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you on board. I do all kinds of dinosaur-related things. So if you like dinosaurs and dinosaur-related things, be sure to follow because that's all we do here. But until next time, have an awesome day.